Hey, Marvel fans, get ready for some exciting news. It's finally here. The cast reveal we've all been waiting for. Marvel has just unveiled the cast for the upcoming Avengers Doomsday movie, and it's packed with your favorite MCU mainstays, along with stars from X-Men and Fantastic Four. We're talking huge names, unexpected returns, and a whole lot of speculation about the future of the MCU. Let's dive into the details. Alright, let's start this off with a bang. Robert Downey Jr., the man, the myth, the legend, is back as Iron Man. I know, we all thought we'd seen the last of Tony Stark, but Marvel's found a way to bring him back into the fold. And you know what? I am here for it. RDJ is Iron Man, and having him back in the MCU just feels right. Now Marvel's being super tight-lipped about how they're bringing Tony back. Is it time travel, multiverse shenanigans, a variant from another timeline? Honestly, I don't even care at this point. I'm just happy to see him back in the suit, ready to trade barbs with the rest of the team. This is huge for the MCU. Iron Man's sacrifice in Endgame was a defining moment, and it honestly felt like the end of an era. But this opens up so many possibilities. Does this mean we could see him mentor a new generation of heroes? Could this be setting up a future Ironheart project? Whatever Marvel has planned, you can bet I'll be there opening night to see it. RDJ's return is more than just a casting choice, it's a statement. It tells me that Marvel's not afraid to take risks, to shake things up, and to give fans what they want, and what I want, what I think we all want, is more Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Hold on to your shields, folks, because Chris Evans is also back as Captain America. I know, he literally passed the mantle on in Endgame. But hey, if Marvel can bring back Iron Man, why not Cap? Now this is where things get really interesting. We last saw an older Steve Rogers passing the shield to Sam Wilson, right? So what does this mean for Sam's Captain America? Are we going to see two Caps? Is this another Steve from a different point in time? Is it a variant? The internet is already exploding with theories, and honestly, I'm loving every minute of it. Personally, I'm hoping this means we get to see Steve Rogers in his prime, maybe even leading a team of Avengers against a threat so big they need the original Captain America back in action. Think about it. Cap and Iron Man side by side again. The possibilities are endless. And the surprises just keep on coming. Scarlett Johansson is back as Black Widow. Now this one's a bit more complicated, right? We all remember her sacrifice in Endgame, so how does she factor into all of this? Well, my guess is that this is either a prequel story, maybe exploring her time before joining the Avengers, or it's a variant from another part of the multiverse. Either way, I'm thrilled to see Scarlett back in action as Natasha. Black Widow's always been a fascinating character, and I'm really interested to see how her story continues, or perhaps how it began. Will we get to see more of her training in the Red Room? Will we see her early missions for S.H.I.E.L.D.? There's so much potential here, and with Scarlett Johansson back in the role, you know it's going to be good. Chapter 4. Hugh Jackman finally joins the MCU as Wolverine. Get ready for claws, because Hugh Jackman is finally joining the MCU as Wolverine. This is the crossover we've all been waiting for, and it's even more epic than I could have imagined. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. He's embodied that role for over 2 decades, and his performance in Logan is nothing short of iconic. But to see him finally interact with the wider MCU, to see him cross paths with characters like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor, it's a dream come true. Now, we don't know much about Wolverine's role in the film, but I'm hoping for a more seasoned, grizzled Logan, perhaps still reeling from the events of Logan, but ready to lend his claws to a fight bigger than himself. Imagine the team-up potential here. Wolverine and Captain America fighting side by side. Wolverine and Thor trading blows in a battle of pure strength. The possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to see what Marvel has in store for us. Chapter 5. Deadpool's here to break the fourth wall, and some heads. That's right, folks, the merc with a mouth himself, Ryan Reynolds, is bringing Deadpool to the MCU. Now, this one's a no-brainer. Deadpool's brand of meta humor and fourth-wall-breaking antics are a perfect fit for the MCU, and I can't wait to see how he shakes things up. Imagine Deadpool cracking jokes about Thanos, or making fun of the Avengers' costumes. Imagine him interacting with characters like Spider-Man or Doctor Strange. The comedic potential is off the charts. But Deadpool's more than just jokes and chimichangas. He's a skilled fighter with a tragic past, and I'm really interested to see how Marvel balances his comedic side with his more serious side within the context of the MCU. Will we see a more toned-down Deadpool, or will he be unleashed in all his R-rated glory? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the MCU will never be the same. Chapter 6. John Krasinski is Reed Richards. The Fantastic Four arrive. The rumors were true. John Krasinski joins the MCU as Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, leader of the Fantastic Four. Fans have been wanting this for years, and honestly, I couldn't think of a better choice for the role. Krasinski has the perfect blend of intelligence, charisma, and dry wit to pull off Reed Richards, and I have no doubt he's going to knock it out of the park. Plus, imagine the dynamic between him and Emily Blunt as Sue Storm, aka the Invisible Woman. They're a real-life couple, and their chemistry on screen is undeniable. The Fantastic Four have always been a cornerstone of the Marvel Universe, and their arrival in the MCU is a huge deal. They bring with them a whole new corner of the Marvel Universe, with iconic villains like Dr. Doom and Galactus, and I can't wait to see how they're integrated into the wider MCU. Will we see them battling interdimensional threats, exploring the negative zone, facing off against the X-Men? The possibilities are endless, and I have a feeling this is just the beginning of their journey in the MCU. Speaking of Emily Blunt, she's officially joining the MCU as Sue Storm, also known as the Invisible Woman. This casting is perfect on so many levels. Blunt is an incredible actress with amazing range, and she's going to absolutely kill it as Sue. Sue Storm is a powerful character in her own right. She's not just Reed's wife, she's a brilliant scientist and a fierce protector. She's also a complex character who's often torn between her family and her duty to the world. I can't wait to see Blunt bring her own unique take to the role. And like I said before, the chemistry between her and Krasinski is going to be electric. The Fantastic Four are all about family, and I have a feeling that dynamic is going to be a major part of their story in the MCU. Chapter 8. God of Thunder returns. Chris Hemsworth is back as Thor. The God of Thunder returns. Chris Hemsworth is back as Thor, and I couldn't be more excited. Thor's journey in the MCU has been one of the most interesting and emotionally resonant, and I can't wait to see where he goes next. We last saw him heading off into space with the Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'm curious to see if he's still with them, or if he's off on his own adventures. Either way, I'm sure he'll be bringing his unique brand of Asgardian humor and thunderous action to the table. Thor's gone through a lot in the MCU, from losing his hammer to losing his eye to losing his entire family. But through it all, he's kept his sense of humor and his will to fight for what's right. I have a feeling he's going to be a key player in the fight against whatever threat awaits the Avengers in Doomsday. Chapter 9. Michael B. Jordan returns to Marvel as Human Torch? Hold on to your hats, folks, because Michael B. Jordan is back in the MCU, but not as Killmonger. This time he's playing Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch. Now I know what you're thinking. Michael B. Jordan already played a fantastic villain in Black Panther. Why bring him back as a different character? Well, for starters, Jordan is an incredible actor, and I have no doubt he's going to bring his A-game to the role of Johnny Storm. The Human Torch is all about charisma, energy, and a bit of a rebellious streak, and Jordan embodies all of those qualities perfectly. Plus, imagine the dynamic between him and Krasinski's Reed Richards. They're practically brothers in the comics, but they also butt heads constantly. I can't wait to see how that plays out on screen. Chapter 10. Tom Holland swings back as Spider-Man. Last but certainly not least, Tom Holland is back as your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Spider-Man's always been a fan favorite, and Holland's portrayal has been no exception. He perfectly captures the youthful energy, the awkward charm, and the unwavering heroism of the character. We last saw Peter Parker dealing with the aftermath of Mysterio's reveal and the world discovering his secret identity. I'm really interested to see how that's affected him and how he's coping with being a public figure. Spider-Man's always been about responsibility, and I have a feeling that theme is going to be explored even further in Doomsday. He's going to be facing threats far greater than anything he's ever encountered before, and I can't wait to see how he rises to the challenge. Outro Avengers Doomsday. The most epic cast ever assembled, that's the star-studded cast of Avengers Doomsday. From the return of fan favorites to the introduction of iconic Marvel families, this movie is shaping up to be the biggest MCU event yet. I don't know about you, but I'm already counting down the days until this movie hits theaters. Which character are you most excited to see on the big screen? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Marvel updates.